Joining us in the studio is Ofer Bronchtein. Ofer has been advising the French President Emmanuel Macron on Israel-Palestine affairs. Ofer, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've been advising in an informal capacity.
No, formal one.
Formal capacity. Okay, I thought you did not hold an official title with the French government or presidency.
I'm his envoy. I have,
okay. All right. Okay.
I'm his envoy.
You have the president's ear on this issue. And you were very active, in particular, pushing for the recognition of Palestinian statehood. And France recognized Palestinian statehood in September. You were at the UN with the president at that time. It's a very different time now, right? A couple months on, and we're in the middle of a ceasefire, a hoped-for peace plan. What is your advice to the president these days?
To move forward, to continue. We are very happy that the American President Donald Trump took for him many of our recommendations. It's not par hasard, it's not by chance. Then he put the 20 points point in Sharm el-Sheikh. It's because we proposed something with the French-Saudi initiative a year and a half ago. It's because he heard what the Israeli public opinion is saying, he heard what all the Arab countries are saying, and he heard what the people who signed the Abraham Accord saying. And according to all what he said, he's decided to put on the table, listen, the advantage that President Trump has is the only one who is capable of taking Prime Minister Netanyahu by the ear and putting on the table and impose on him an agreement. So we are very happy that he was straight on it, and he put all his power on the Israeli Prime Minister for the ceasefire. I'm very glad that we are ending now the first phase. The second phase should start very soon. The argument is about the Turkish involvement or no. Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Pause for a second, if you don't mind. You said that your advice to the president right now is to move forward, move ahead. Does France have any leverage left in this situation after it recognized Palestinian statehood?
Listen, I know that the Israeli government is not very happy about the French position and the French initiative. As you know, I'm not only French, and I'm not only...
You're also Israeli.
I'm an Israeli, and I'm holding a Palestinian
passport. And you
passport.
received a Palestinian passport from Mahmoud Abbas a number of years ago, which earned you a trip in an Israeli jail, I believe.
No, the trip to Israeli jail was when I was talking to PLO people in the end of the 80s, when the law was forbidding it in Israel. But I'm not sorry about it. It was right to do it then, and it's right to do it today. The PLO today is the official partner of everybody. So, listen, due to the French initiative, today, out of 5 countries that are member of the Security Council, 4 of them recognize a Palestinian state. Only America did not do it yet. Due to our initiative at the G7, no country was recognizing Palestinian state. Today, there are 4, and very, very soon, I believe there will be 6. So it's a movement that was created because we, France, on the 24th of September, not only France recognized it, but another 12 countries recognized the Palestinian state. I'm talking to the Israeli government, and for a year we're telling them we're going to go into this direction. If you have something else to propose, we're willing to listen. The Israeli government today is saying what it doesn't want to, but it doesn't tell nobody what it wants to. To say no Palestinian state, okay, but what else?
Exactly. We opened the program with this comment by Israeli Prime Minister. He said this as he was standing side by side with the German Chancellor. He said, we will not allow, here's the quote, we will not allow Palestinians to have a state. And Benjamin Netanyahu has been remarkably consistent with that. He's always said...
No. Benjamin Netanyahu, many times in the past, said, and he thinks that the only solution is a two-state solution.
He has campaigned.
He has
campaigned on not allowing a Palestinian state.
Last campaign. Benjamin Netanyahu is a very shrewd politician. He will campaign and he will say whatever the coalition wants to hear. Today, he has a very difficult coalition made out of people who are extreme right, in my point of view, fascist. In my point of view, as a Jew, very dangerous for the Jewish people, because they're pushing Israel as a minority, they're pushing Israel into the wrong direction. And he doesn't have a choice than to listen to them because they're all the coalition. But I remember previous coalition in 1996 and in 1998 and in 2005 when he raised to power for the first time. he was for a Palestinian state. Today we withdraw from the idea. But I can tell you something. Mr. Netanyahu and this government signed the 2-point agreement that the American put on the table. And if you look carefully on the 20-point agreement, number 19 is talking about a Palestinian state. He doesn't call it Palestinian state, but he calls it independence, he calls it freedom, you call it whatever you want. He knows that it's a Palestinian state. If you listen to the press conference between the Crown Prince of Saudi and the American president a few days ago in Washington, the Crown Prince of Saudi said, we are willing to recognize Israel. We are willing to have normal...
If there's a Palestinian
Israel
state.
It's a Palestinian state. And the reaction of President Donald Trump was not no. He said, yeah, why not? A Palestinian state is absolutely something that the Americans are foreseeing. Mr. Kushner, who is his special envoy, is talking about it very clearly. It's no choice. And if someone else has another idea of a two-state solution, we will be very happy to hear. But so far, in the last 35 years, nobody came with another idea.
But just because there isn't another idea on the table doesn't mean the Israeli leadership is accepting the one that is on the table.
You're talking about which leadership? So actual leadership represents...
the current leadership, the one that matters and that calls the shots.
Yeah, but they represent a minority of Israeli today. Two weeks ago, Paul saying that 65% of the Israeli population will agree to a Palestinian state if the Saudis and the Arab country will recognize Israel. That was an Arab initiative from Beirut in 2001 or 2002 saying the same thing. This is the Saudi-French initiative saying the same thing, and this is Donald Trump initiative saying the same thing. So, it's a question of sovereignty. I strongly believe that if it was a Palestinian state before the 7th of October, the 7th of October would have not happened. Because the name of the game is to have a sovereign country responsible for its people in front of us. It's the same thing that is going to happen in Lebanon. What is the deal? And the French are guaranteeing the ceasefire with Lebanon. The Americans and the French are guaranteeing the ceasefire with the Israelis and the Lebanese. What we are asking? We are asking for a Lebanese sovereignty. It's not normal to have the Hezbollah in one way and the Lebanese army in another way. It's time for if the Hezbollah wants to be part of the Lebanese army, very good. But we want Lebanon to be sovereign. We want the Palestinians to be sovereign. We want them to have good... Look, let me tell you something.
We're going to have to run.
But just one thing.
Go ahead.
The country of the Middle East spent $200 million last year on military and weapon. In 1 year, $200 billion. It's time to put our money, our energy into the well-being of the people. And I believe that if we will have different priority, and I think that Qatar is showing an example. I'm in the Doha Forum, and I see the diversity of ideas, diversity of people. We have to go in this direction to face the challenges of the 21st century.
Ofer Bronchtein, peace activist, special advisor to the French President Emmanuel Macron on the issue of Israel-Palestine. Thank you very much for joining us on the Al Jazeera News Hour.
Thank you very much.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.